Historically significant things that happened on April 3rd. April 3rd stands as a day of monumental shifts in human communication and social justice, marking the moments when the boundaries of physical connectivity and moral courage were fundamentally expanded. It is a date anchored by the 1973 technological triumph of the first handheld cellular phone call, a mechanical milestone that dismantled the structural constraints of wired telecommunications, and the 1968 delivery of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s final speech, "I've Been to the Mountaintop," a spiritual and political pivot that fortified the relational strength of the civil rights movement. From the 1860 launch of the Pony Express, which professionalized transcontinental mail delivery, to the 1948 signing of the Marshall Plan, April 3rd consistently highlights the human drive to build more resilient structural frameworks for international cooperation and global interaction. Let us look at the significant historical events of April 3rd, categorized by cultural, educational, financial, physical/mental/relational health, political, professional, social, spiritual, and scientific and technological points of view. Historically significant things that happened on April 3rd. From cultural point of view, 1924, birth of Marlon Brando, the legendary actor, was born. He professionalized method acting, fundamentally changing the structural approach to character development in global cinema and theater. 1043, coronation of Edward the Confessor. He was crowned King of England. His reign is a cultural milestone that led to the construction of Westminster Abbey, a masterpiece of Gothic structural engineering. 1953, premiere of Shane. This classic film redefined the cultural Western genre, using a professionalized narrative structure to explore themes of social justice and individual sacrifice. Historically significant things that happened from educational point of view. 1860. The Pony Express begins. The first mail delivery by the Pony Express left St. Joseph, Missouri. This serves as a vital educational case study in the evolution of logistically complex communication networks across vast, undeveloped territories. 1948. Truman signs the Marshall Plan. This massive educational and financial framework provided $13 billion in aid to rebuild Western Europe, setting a global precedent for structural international cooperation. Historically significant things that happened on April 3rd. From financial point of view, 1973. First handheld cellular phone call. Motorola's Martin Cooper made the first mobile call. This technological triumph birthed a trillion-dollar global industry, shifting the financial structure of the telecommunications market forever. 1882. Death of Jesse James. The legendary outlaw was killed. His career is often studied for its impact on the financial security and insurance protocols of the 19th century American banking and railroad sectors. Historically significant things that happened on April 3rd. From physical/mental/relational health point of view. 1948. World Health Organization, WHO, Constitution ratified. While World Health Day is April 7th, the structural ratification process was finalized in early April 1948, professionalizing international health standards and disease monitoring. 1968. Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I've Been to the Mountaintop" speech. Delivered the night before his assassination, this speech addressed the mental and spiritual resilience of a movement, emphasizing the relational strength of a community in the face of adversity. Historically significant things that happened on April 3rd. From political point of view. 1922. Joseph Stalin becomes General Secretary. This was a massive political pivot that allowed Stalin to build the structural bureaucratic power base necessary to eventually take total control of the Soviet Union. 1948. The Marshall Plan becomes law. President Harry S. Truman signed the Foreign Assistance Act, a landmark political milestone that dictated the structural recovery of post-World War II Europe. Historically significant things that happened on April 3rd, from professional point of view. 1882, the end of the James era. The death of Jesse James professionalized the field of private security and law enforcement, such as the Pinkertons, as banks sought more reliable structural defenses against robbery. 1973, mobile communication professionalized. The first mobile call proved that untethered professional communication was viable, a mechanical necessity for the modern mobile workforce. Historically significant things that happened on April 3rd. From social point of view, 1968. Social justice advocacy. Dr. King's final speech highlighted the social necessity of economic boycotts and nonviolent structural protest to achieve civil rights. 1996. Arrest of the Unabomber. Ted Kaczynski was captured in Montana. This social milestone ended a nearly 20-year era of domestic terror and shifted professional protocols for FBI behavioral analysis. Historically significant things that happened on April 3rd. From spiritual point of view, 33 AD, the most likely date of the crucifixion. While debated by historians, many astronomical and biblical studies point to April 3rd, 33 AD, as the date of this pivotal spiritual and historical event that redefined the moral structure of Western civilization. 1559. Peace of Cateau Cambrésis. This treaty ended the Italian wars between France and Spain, a significant spiritual and political milestone that halted decades of religious political conflict in Europe. Historically significant things that happened on April 3rd, 1973. First mobile call. This technological breakthrough bypassed the need for stationary infrastructure, providing the mechanical foundation for the modern digital age. 1966. Luna 10 enters lunar orbit. The Soviet probe became the first man-made object to orbit the moon. This milestone provided the first structural data on the moon's magnetic field and gravity anomalies. 1860. Pony Express logistics. Although reliant on horses, the coordination of relay stations every 10 to 15 miles was a masterpiece of 19th-century structural logistics. Hi viewers, family and friends. How did you like the content of this video? Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Please write in the comments your name and the place you are watching from. Since our viewing family is spread all over the world, it will be nice to know which city and the country you are watching from, so I can say hello to you. Science and technology, reading and listening to the historical accomplishments on this date of those who have gone before us. I, as a professional engineer with interest in structural engineering, energy-efficient buildings, ICF construction, and as Google Docs expert with interest in spreadsheet-based solutions, draw inspiration to ask of myself the million-dollar question, what would I accomplish today? Think about the Japanese practice of Kaizen. Let me know in the comments. What would you accomplish today? Your subscribing to the channel inspires me to post more such videos. Thanks for your patronage. See you in the next video. Sincerely, Yogi Anand.